Hello, my name is Erica Larson, and I am a faculty member at the Drexel University English Language Center. I'm going to talk about how to apply for universities today for those of you who are not yet applied to the university, but you're kind of working on your English. Um, I'm going to talk about how to apply for undergraduate and transfer applications. The graduate students are a little bit different, so you'll see a different application process, but you can watch this tutorial to just get a general overview. The undergraduate applications are a little bit different from the transfer applications as well, because the transfer applications mean that you have attended some sort of college before and you have some sort of college credit. Undergraduate students are looking to get a 4-year degree. You're looking to get a bachelor's degree. So if you have never attended college before, you will apply as a freshman or a first-year student. So we'll be looking at that today. So the first step is to choose which schools you want to apply to. So you should consider what your major is, what kind of curriculum that school has in your major. You should consider the location of the school, the size of the school, and the cost of the school. Next, you should keep in mind that there are other good schools besides Harvard and Yale and MIT. And while these schools are very good schools, you might get but you have to choose what experience is right for you. So sometimes a smaller school might be better. You should also choose between 6 and 8 schools. So you should never just apply to one school. Next, you should look at the deadlines for applications and what is required for the application. So some things that might be required might be the SAT, the TOEFL or the IELTS, and your transcripts and letters of recommendation. So you should really pay attention to instructions on how to submit these things. A lot of times schools will ask that you translate your transcripts into English. And these should be done by a third-party translator, not by yourselves. And then sometimes a school might take the TOEFL, or they might ask you to take the IELTS, or they might accept either. So make sure that you pay attention. And then finally, you should pay attention to the dates of the application and when the early decision might be done and when the final deadline is. A lot of times, students who are seeking admission for the fall term must actually apply by December of the previous year. So each school's application may be different, but some schools accept the common application. The common application is one application that will send your application to any school that accepts that application. So you have to check the submission instructions for each university. So I want to show you, just as an example, the Drexel. This is their website for undergraduate admissions. You can look and you can see what academic programs there are. You can look about financing, more information, how to get a campus tour, and then finally we can see apply. Under the apply tab, we can see an overview of the application process, and prerequisite and the admission prerequisites, and international instructions. This one is for transfer students. So again, these are for students who have taken some college credit before. And then this is for just freshman applicants, students who have never taken college credit before. Let's look at the overview. So under the overview, we can see instructions for freshmen. So let's look here. So you are required to complete the undergraduate admission application, the application fee for $50. You have to complete an essay, submit your transcripts, letters of recommendation, and standardized test scores. So your standardized test scores you must submit the SAT, and then you must submit your TOEFL or IELTS score. So not the TOEFL and the IELTS, but the TOEFL or the IELTS. And then you must, and then there are some supplemental questions for different. So let's take a look at the application deadlines. So let's look at regular decision. This is just your standard application. So the deadline for regular decision for the fall term would be due the fall before. So, for example, the November 1st deadline is for fall 2018. And then you would get your application by May 1st. There are some applicants that will be accepted on a rolling basis. And that means that they will keep accepting applications until they find the right students for their programs. So you can always submit the application, but for the best chance of acceptance, you should submit the application 1 year before. So I know that you probably have a lot of questions, and I'm here to help you with your applications. You can always make an appointment to come see me. My office is in the English Language Center on 33rd and Powelton Street, 229 North 33rd Street, Philadelphia, PA 19104 in room 122. I also do Skype meetings. My Skype ID is Erica, ERIKA, Larsen, LARSEN 621, and I can always make a Skype appointment with you. So I'm here to help you. Let me know if you have any questions, and I hope that you come schedule a meeting with me.